Bob, great to see you. You've been with Dealer Teamwork for about 6 years for both stores. You know, you do an amazing job. I want to personally say how much we enjoy working with you. There are several things that make you stand out, in my opinion, Bob. You're just a fantastic person, number one. Number two, you're open to a lot of ideas and you give fantastic feedback. So could you give me an idea or your thoughts? What makes Dealer Teamwork special?
Well, the approach to the Google ads are certainly make it different. And the fact that I've got some control over what my offers are, I can change those on the fly. If I need to put something up within minutes, I can go ahead and put a special up and know that the campaign's firing off automatically. And if a car gets sold, the campaign gets stopped immediately too, which is important as well. If I've only got one or two of something, I can actually run a campaign on just that one car.
Why do you think other dealers should use Dealer Teamwork? Don't give away any of your secret sauce now.
You know, I will tell you, it's singularly the most effective Google pay-per-click advertising that I have seen. You know, we've had a lot of vendors, and I get tons of manufacturer approved vendors in here. They all claim that they're going to do wonderful things. At the end of the day, their approach is almost entirely similar. And the sales pitches are different, but their approach to it is entirely similar, and it just doesn't get the same results. I mean, I've looked, our reach, our efficiency, cost per click is down. There's too many measurable metrics that we look at daily, and it's hands down the best approach and best direction for us.
I appreciate that. And I have to give you credit too, though, because you're such an engaged partner, right? We don't see you, and hopefully you don't see us as a vendor. I hope I see you as a partnership. Would you see us as a partner?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I like I said, I can pick up the phone and either call my Natalie, our rep, or I can even call you and have somebody either pick up the phone and walk us through it, or call us right back and help us walk through it. And that's really pretty rare these days. It seems like most of the time you get shuffled off to some sort of customer support, and you know, it could take an hour, it could take days to get it fixed. And with this, that's just not the case.
And Bob, what's really cool is I think you're talking about real-time, support, real-time changes, et cetera. Do those types of approaches make working with Dealer Teamwork easier than other vendors, would you say?
You know, it makes it easier, but I'll tell you, Sean, what it really does is you get confidence. And, you know, I'm working with a vendor, sometimes it feels like you've got to drag them along. You've always got to look, you know, behind you to make sure that they've done what they said they're going to get done. And I can't tell you how many times, and just since I've been with you guys, just my working knowledge of Google and how to look at analytics and how to do that has increased, that it's helped me hold our other vendors to task as well. And I can tell you, I've caught everything from high-end vendors to you know, recently factory endorsed vendors doing campaigns that were a mess. And had I not had that base of understanding that I've gotten from you and your team, I wouldn't have known it. I would have kept writing checks. And that's really been kind of a hidden benefit for us in that regard as well. Setting up the analytics, understanding the analytics, being in the Google Analytics constantly with Dealer Teamwork and your people, and then being able to apply that same metrics to other vendors as well has been a big benefit for us.
Well, I appreciate that, Bob. And like I said, you're easy to work with, and it's good. One of the things I've noticed over the years, Bob, is you keep it really basic. There's a lot of people that try to get crazy and funky and want to touch the newest, latest, and greatest thing. When I talked to Natalie before this call, one of the things that she said that was awesome is Bob keeps it to the basics. He likes to keep it right in the middle of the fairway. He doesn't like to get crazy. He wants us to make sure we bring in proven technologies and processes. I think you've recently added vehicle listing ads, for example. Now it's called ads.
Yeah, we were one of the first ones to add that back on as soon as it became available.
And are you seeing good success with that?
Oh my goodness, yes. And again, I think the biggest part is, Sean, is that I've just got confidence. I just don't have to feel like I've got to look over my back to make sure that my ad spend is really going to what I think it's going to. So I just have confidence working. And in addition to that, I mean, the numbers are in the analytics. You can look in analytics and clearly see that it's being effective.
Transparency is one of our requirements here. It does no good to fib or change. You can't change the numbers, right? And I don't sleep well at night unless I'm open, honest, and direct. And that's one of the things we've had for, I think, 3 different companies or 4 different companies together that really, really makes you stand out, in my opinion. What do you believe the future is going to bring to car dealers? What do you see as the challenges coming? I know it's an open-ended question, but Bob, you've got a great handle. You actually work in your store, not just on your store.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're first, which was we're all pretty grateful. At least, times have been worse in the past. We're open. We've all, if you've been in this business any time at all, you've been through recessions, you've been through tough times, and there's a lot of things I think to stay focused on, that to be grateful that what we do have. I think the business is changing. I think there's a certain accountability in every dollar we spend, whether it's marketing or commissions or just general expenses, and we're all going to have to really sharpen our saw and look at that. And I mean, that's kind of why I enjoy doing business with you guys. I really do believe that whatever dollar I spend, I can actually see the results. And I think every dealer is going to have to look at, I know we certainly are, is every dollar we're spending necessary, and is it getting us results? And so I think that's probably what's the changes. I mean, obviously this digital revolution's going on. We've been in the midst of that for years. We're trying to stay as upstream as we can with it, but there's quite a few changes. I mean, some tough ones, but not necessarily. Everything else, I think there's some good positive changes coming as well.
What do you think Dealer Teamwork gives you for an unfair advantage?
Oh my gosh, and I've told you, and I've talked about this unfair advantage. I will tell you that if a dealer is running paper, if you've got your specials and you're waiting for a graphics guy to build the specials, put the specials up, or you're waiting for some factory to create something that you can send to your website provider and have them put it up, you could lose anywhere from 2 days to 7 days. In a month, a 30-day month, that's a substantial amount of time. My ads, my specials go up first thing in the morning. As soon as the new incentive offers are out, I've immediately changed all my specials. I know not only are my website accurate and the specials, when my customers are going on the specials page, they're accurate, but my Google click ads are 100% accurate at day 1. I don't have to wait for a graphics guy. I don't have to wait for a factory to send something. I don't have to wait for my website provider to update something. It's all done in real time.
You gave us an amazing testimonial. I'd like to read it to you. And then if you don't mind, if you would, quote on it, or if you want to expand on it, but you said something beautiful. That's why I had to write it down. I've now used Dealer Teamwork for over 6 years in both of my stores. I have received and constantly seen fantastic support month after month. I've seen exceptional results. They give me an almost unfair advantage in my marketplace. The service and reporting they provide me is exceptional. Their support team are some of the best I've worked with. I feel very good about our relationship and future results. I would personally recommend Dealer Teamwork to anybody looking to maximize their digital marketing results and looking for a trusted partner.
As long as they're not my competitor. Yes, I mean, and I meant every word. I mean, it's rare that you can get this much accountability and this much metrics that you can actually measure. And it's important, Sean. It's not some website back-end tool that you've got that I look at a report that you guys have generated. I'm actually going to Google and saying, look, does this stuff work? And it's hands down, it's some of the best results of anything else we've got that is getting those kind of results.
Well, and as you know, we've recently joined the Mazda program after years of playing and going back and forth with them, and with your help and a little other help, hopefully we'll get an endorsement by Volkswagen as well. Do you see that as an advantage of us?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was, and I was so happy to see you guys get on with Mazda, because I've been fighting with these manufacturers because they've got some approved vendors, and constantly those approved vendors, both the factory and the approved vendors, are on my in my office saying, look, we don't understand, why aren't you using this? And I've had to keep pushing back. It says because it doesn't work, or work as well. Certainly, I was thrilled to see you guys in the Mazda approval. That'll help our co-op, that'll help out submission and everything else. I'm crossing my fingers that the same thing happens with Volkswagen. It'll be that much easier. With or without it, we stuck with it just because we know how effective it was. But now that you've got that Mazda approval, certainly getting those co-op dollars easier will be a big difference for us.
What we're excited, Bob, is, with you, and one of the things that you and I have done successfully for years is you pick up the phone, you call me, you give me constant feedback and suggestions on how to make the product better. And things that we're working on regularly now with people like you and other of our trusted dealers, new car acquisition or used car acquisition, filling the service drives with the right kind of business, right? Starting to lean towards some custom order when dealers aren't seeing exactly what they want on the lot. Let's get them in, let's get them to custom order exactly the vehicle, the make, model, expanding out into some of the service areas. You'll see some new products with our, CTV, OTT. We've recently upgraded considerable stuff on Facebook. How are those things helping you? And are you excited about those types of new opportunities?
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, there's just a level of trust, Sean, that when you roll out a new product, I just don't have to. I don't feel like I have to look over my shoulder to say, look, okay, is this thing working? I mean, I go to analytics, I look at it, I can clearly see it. There's just a lot of trust. So absolutely, I'm excited to see more products come out. The used car advertising campaign came out. We were, like I say, one of the first ones to jump on that, and been thrilled with that, and excited to see anything else that you guys have got in your lab there that you're ready to bring out.
Well, we're ready to kick up dealer advisory board again, which obviously been part of for multiple companies with me. This COVID thing kind of screwed us over a little bit, but one of the things people like to say is, dealer teamwork, that, you actually have to do too much work. Do you feel with the new addition of cruise control and your support models, do you feel that using the dealer teamwork patented MPOP platform is a lot of work for you, or do you think it's easy to get these things up and running?
It's easy. The minute the incentives come out in the morning, I can have not only can I have my specials built and running, I can also have my Google ad campaigns up and firing off in less than 30 minutes. I don't know of any other solution that you can do that with.
Awesome. Yeah, the other providers like to give me a hard time and say, well, dealer teamwork, the dealer has to do too much work. And maybe that might have been the thing in the years ago, but with all the new changes and updates, particularly with cruise control, and I think people like you like to be able to be in control. I mean, you can obviously pick up the phone and call Natalie and she'll do it, but you are so efficient at it, right? And it's not difficult. Would you agree?
Right. Yeah. You know what? We're pretty much, we kind of solve most of our things that we've got to get our hands around. We're pretty autopilot. About the only time we've had to reach out is we just can't understand something. I like that kind of control. I like being able to jump in and make sure the campaigns are there. I get email notices that, hey, you just recently sold this car. Do you want to replace it? I can jump in the system in a matter of minutes. I update it. I may change the special if a special's not working, or we've got an offer out there that's just not really resonating. On a fly, I can sit there and change that offer and either replace the vehicle or replace the offer and immediately have that campaign running. I don't know how you do that otherwise. Any other system, I would be calling some tech support or some representative, giving them the information, hope that they understood what I was trying to get done, send them over what the offer was, hope that that got put together, would never know whether it was built correctly, and then have to go a week to be able to see kind of results. I just don't have to do that. This, I can immediately change it myself. I know exactly what's running, and I can in real time log into analytics and see that day what kind of results I'm getting from that ad.
awesome. And that was the whole entire goal.
Yeah.
Take, complexity of digital marketing and make it as simple as possible.
Right.
And give the dealer the control if they want. They can put it
Right.
on cruise control.
Right.
They can use their Google certified account manager, or they
Right.
can log in and make the changes they want. At the
Right.
end of the day, it's your opportunity to be served the way that you want.
Yeah, and Natalie's offered before to just go ahead and run as much as we want her to. But I mean, I like the fact that I can dial in throughout the day and say, look, is our ad budget, is this working? Is this offer working? Is this car that we've got up there, is that really what's drawing some traffic in? And I can tell right away. And it's amazing. I can put up specials and I know when I hit it, because that car will be sold in a matter of 2 or 3 days. I can see the VDPs, I can see the Google analytic traffic on it. And so it becomes easier to replicate that same offer or that same ad on another car and not miss any momentum at all.
Well, Bob, I mean, you are an awesome person. Like I said, you're an awesome testimonial. But again, like what makes it such a pleasure, you're a hands-on person. So there's some people that give us vague direction. We constantly are trying to bring you new strategies and suggestions to maximize your dollars. I think we've got, the radius is dialed in. I know we're make model specific. We're not trying to market and spend money on vehicles you don't have or services you don't offer. And we also have a pretty good understanding of, based on our history, what those costs will be to generate that ROI. And what I'm very proud of, Bob, is I looked in your analytics before this. You get an awesome job, and like you said, for every dollar you spend, you're getting multiple dollars back.
Right.
I'm going to be very vague because I don't want people to know.
Yeah, it's a powerful platform, and even in today's world, where maybe you've only got 2 or 3 cars, to run a campaign on a car that's gone or you don't have any, is just wasted dollars. I can immediately on the fly shift that budget to something that I know is going to be here in the next 2 or 3 days. And I don't know of any other tool that I can do that with. In fact, there isn't any other tool that I can do that with.
That's fantastic. And a great real life example. Is there anything else? I think I have one more question, but how can we assist you getting to the next level? What can we be doing as a company, or what products or services would you like us to go discover, build for you to help you?
I don't know that anything really necessarily comes to mind. The products that that you spoke about, the Facebook, the social media, any of that stuff. I mean, we're certainly all ears on that. That would with this platform, I have a high degree of confidence that it would be effective. So
what's really cool, Bob, is since we've been working so long, your SEO value on your pages, your landing pages, you stand out. Whether it's somebody in your market or somebody that's even 60, 70 miles away, if they're typing in specific inventory and services you're selling, Bob, you show up organically. And that's why I'm proud, because it's not about spending more money. It's about spending the right amount of money. And ultimately, especially if we're going to some crazy times, I want you to spend less and get more.
Right. Well, and I will tell you, Sean, on the platform, we use it even beyond the Google pay-per-click. I mean, when I'm running an email campaign and I'm running a specific offer, I'll drive that traffic straight to that specials page, and I can see it in real time in analytics. I can see what kind of effectiveness the email campaign was. And, to say that you've got a car for, $300 a month, and for a customer to click to your homepage, you just lose them. I can make that same offer and drive them right to that exact vehicle. And then from there, they can go within the website and look whatever they want, but they can get the details of that offer right there.
Awesome.
It just makes it effective. It just really makes it efficient and effective.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to keep making it as easy as possible for you. My job and our job here is to keep you dominating in your market, keeping up with your great ideas.
We are.
And oh, you are. And that's why we're not talking anything proprietary here, because no secrets to be given away. But Bob, when I look at what's happening in this industry, it's people like you that are going to really continue to stand out. And it's easy to sell cars in the good times, right?
Yes.
It's the really good dealers sell cars in the difficult or changing times.
Right.
And my money's on people like you to completely dominate when the chips get down a little bit and the changes come out there, because you're ready for this.
Right. No, we're in every downturn, there's always a winner. And we want to thrive in this next downturn. And I believe with, your help and dealer teamworks, we can do that as well.